Uh,
Hi.
Hi. Sorry about the loss. It was a tough game. You guys got really close, but then couldn't close it out. What do you think were the major problems today?
Um, Obviously, Ascent is a huge problem, at least today.
Yeah.
Uh, Getting only 2 rounds on attack side while winning the pistol is not acceptable.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh, yeah.
Yeah. Sunset was also extremely close. Do you think they were doing anything special that you guys were having trouble? Also, or was it the new comp that you haven't played yet before in the match?
Sorry.
Yeah,
What about
what
the team?
was it? What the sunset was also very close. It might think that EG might have won it also. Do you think it was it because they were doing something special, or was that just the lack of reps on the map on sunset as a map for you guys?
We definitely don't lack reps on Sunset.
Yeah,
Um, I think no, I don't think they were doing anything special. I think they played well.
yeah,
But I feel like the things they did were not anything. They weren't anything we haven't seen before. Like
yeah,
we've seen this stuff before. It's just a matter of execution, and
yeah,
it's just a matter of playing better, pretty much. Like
yeah,
we knew what they're doing almost at all times during the round on both sides actually, and we fell apart. Like it's not like we didn't know what they were doing. We did know,
yeah,
but we didn't. Yeah, we just didn't play better or good enough.
yeah. You would obviously after Super Week you had a loss which was pretty, I mean, pretty disappointing. Maybe it was very surprising for all of us seeing you guys not uh, put up a good fight. What do you guys talk about after Super Week? Obviously you did win against MIBR, and that was still a positive result. But what do you guys talk about mainly during the last week? What was the focus coming into this week?
The focus coming into this week was we decided that on the maps that we lost on that so on the maps that we lost during Super Week where it was mainly because we were just doing set pieces, set strategies that's like from the beginning of the round,
Yeah,
and we just ran into a blender when we tried to hit the bomb site. And so we decided that on those maps specifically, we wanted to feel the map out more, like default a little, get some information, see who's playing where, uh, and then make a decision after that. So that was a focus going into this week
yeah.
of practice.
Talking, you said about like you were talking about the maps and how what the focus was. What do you think about the current map pool right now? Do you like them? Do you think the map pool can be better?
I think the current map pool is trash. Actually,
Yeah,
I think Icebox is a very very poorly designed map.
yeah,
Uh, I think Haven and Pearl, two maps that were removed, are probably better than most maps in the map pool currently.
yeah,
So I think the current map pool is trash. I think Icebox is garbage.
yeah.
I think Lotus is garbage, and yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Uh, you are still in a strong position on at least on the leaderboard, strong position for content like qualifying for playoffs, and you would have your next game against and Thieves. What do you think would you guys have to do improve from today that like you win against Under Thieves to lock in that
Yeah.
playoff spot?
Well, first of all, I think if you play like how we did today against 100 Thieves next week, we're gonna
Yeah,
lose. Um, yeah, I just think we need to play better. I don't think there's a problem. Uh, I don't think there's a problem of like we don't know what to do or like we've never experienced this or
yeah,
stuff like anything like that. Like it's not like we don't have solutions. It's a matter of just executing our plan better
yeah,
or like doing the correct thing. It's it's yeah. that- That's how it like. There's just not. It's not. We don't know what to do. That's not the problem.
yeah,
The problem is just doing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think about 100 Thieves as a team? What do you think about the potential?
Yeah, I think they're a good team. I think they're hitting their stride right now.
Yeah,
They just had two consecutive 2-0s, I think it was.
yeah,
So they're hitting their stride right now, and it, it'll be a tough game for sure. I think I think we have to play better than we did today for sure. If we show up next week with the same level as today, we're gonna lose.
yeah. One of the most amazing things about you is the flexibility you bring to any team. You played two Sentinels and then a raise between the maps. Do you think it has ever been a problem for you to switch between the agent roles where you go from a very selfish individualistic sentinel where your job is mostly to anchor sites or flank
Mhm.
and do your mostly your own job and not be around the team to a job that is reliant on the team completely in raise where you played it in Lotus and you look very comfortable. It seemed like even despite not playing raise for a while now, you have been playing for a while, but this split we haven't been seeing you on raise a lot. You still look like it was not a big change for you. How do you usually manage such things? How do you go into such games where you have to switch roles in between maps?
I will say it isn't easy.
Yeah,
It's definitely tricky. They're literally opposite roles. Duelist and Sentinel. It's not easy. Uh, the only thing I can say is, I mean, I just know how to play both roles. Um, but it's definitely not easy because there are some like habits or like tendencies that like you have to break when going from one role to another.
yeah,
So it's hard for sure.
yeah. I mean, you still do it so flawlessly. It didn't seem like it was ever a problem for you. Talking about the I mean, you have been a competitor for so long, a winner, a champion, Masters winner. Do you think the level of competition in Americas has fallen a bit? I mean, especially when you look at Group Omega, there are three teams that are at least two teams that are already out of playoff contention itself. Do you think has something changed, or what do you think the problem is?
You're asking me like throughout the years.
Throughout, yeah, I mean, right now, what do you think about compared to last few years? How is the level of competition right now?
I think currently the level of competition right now is the highest it's ever been. Um, yeah, the competition is just so the level of teams has just dramatically increased, especially in this region. I can't really speak for other regions. But yeah, I think
Yeah,
competition is really high right now. I think almost every team in Americas has the potential to beat any other team in Americas.
yeah,
Uh, it honestly all just depends on the day
yeah,
and which team plays better. Because I think almost every team is very good at their best,
yeah,
but it just depends on the day who plays better.
yeah. Would you? Is there any international team you'd want to face if you qualify for Shanghai eventually?
Honestly, I haven't thought that far ahead.
Yeah,
Maybe a Genji because
yeah,
they reached the grand finals of the last event.
yeah. Yeah. Well, these are some few fun questions I like to ask everyone. Uh, I obviously being the history of with Counter Strike, being the food, being envy food, and how you played with Counter Strike for so long. Is what do you think? Which game is tougher?
Sorry, which team?
Is tougher to play? Which game is tougher to be a esports professional in?
Which wait, which teams
Which
or
game?
which
Game?
sport?
Game? 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 Counter Strike or
Oh,
Valorant?
which oh
Yeah.
I think I mean they're both pretty tough.
Yeah.
I think maybe Valorant just because there's a franchising system in Valorant currently, and honestly don't know anything at all about the Counter Strike scene right now.
Yeah.
But maybe Valorant because there's a franchising system. There's only so many America's teams,
Yeah.
and so there can only be so many players in Tier One.
Yeah.
So maybe Valorant.
Which game do you enjoy playing it? I'm sorry, I'm doing this to you, but which game do you enjoy playing the most? Did competing in most?
Um, I will have to say currently Valorant is the meta is not very fun. I
Yeah,
don't think the current Valorant meta is very fun.
yeah,
But I think Counter Strike currently Counter Strike, but in the past Valorant like
yeah,
past metas were very fun.
yeah,
But I don't think this current meta is very fun.
yeah. Uh, what is your favorite agent or an agent you would play for the rest of your life?
If I had a choice, I would say Phoenix.
Yeah, yeah. What is your preferred rifle of choice in Valorant? Vandal or Phantom?
Vandal currently.
Yeah. What skin do you prefer? You have a preference for a skin?
I really like the Kuronami, but I don't have it in my store.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I think what is your favorite map? Not from the pool, is favorite Valorant map in general.
Haven.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a
Thank
great
you.
night, and thank you.
You too.
Yeah.